Hi, it's Gina at Tarot in Time in Kent, Connecticut. I'm here to give you a tarot and mix of astrology for the week ahead of April 12th. So we have a lot of planets in the 12th house and in the first house. So most of the planets are on the left side of the chart, which is actually called the eastern side in astrology, the very independent side. And we're in the sun is in the sign of Aries. We have a lot of planets in the sign of Aries, so Aries is known for its independence. It's the baby of the zodiac, but it also likes to do its own thing, kind of has a little bit of rebellious energy. So we want to be careful this week not to be too stubborn about our own way, thinking that maybe we don't need others, because there's going to come a point in time where we do. So let's just be aware of that. There's a lot of dynamic energy moving forward, so that is very exciting, especially coming out of the long cold winter we had here in New England. So just taking a quick peek at the chart, we have just coming out of the new moon. So if you missed the new moon on Sunday, you still have a chance to put out your moon water this week. And so take a glass jar or a glass cup covered, put it outside, and let it get charged up by the moon. So it's a great way to kind of drink in this beautiful energy of this Aries new moon. I like on the new moon to write down my wishes. I like to put that under the jar that I'm infusing with the moon and then infusing with my wishes. So that's an option for you to do also. And then when you drink it, you're drinking not only this beautiful feminine energy of the moon and this dynamic Aries energy, but you're drinking your wishes. So you can do that Monday, Tuesday. I probably would be drinking the water around Tuesday or Wednesday. And if you don't want to drink it, you can bathe in it, make coffee with it, whatever you want to do. So I'm looking at the chart. I see that we have 3 planets in the 12th house. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces. And then we have 2 of those planets are actually in the sign of Pisces. So there's still a lot of Pisces energy going on. When I see the moon there, it's conjunct real close together with Neptune. I would be paying really close attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages coming through. And also we have Chiron, this point that we refer to in astrology as the wounded healer. And that is conjunct at exactly same degree as Mercury. So this is a good time to be talking to yourself and maybe even talking to others about your wounds, and not in a poor me kind of way, in a healing, empowering way, that you're working through your wounds. These wounds are a gift. I know they don't feel like a gift, but they are a gift to us to learn and to share with others to help them, so that we can become a teacher. As we're healing our own wounds, we help other people with theirs. So this is a great time for that. And also, it being in the 12th house, I would be, again, paying a really close attention to the dreams, maybe jotting down, keeping a notebook by your bed, jotting down some of your dreams. Sometimes they don't make sense all the way at first, but then as you start to work through and look back. And so this is a great time to do a lot of healing work. It's very active, and it's a great time to be able to move on from it. So there's also, let's see, 1, 2, 3 planets in the first house, which is owned by Aries. 2 of those planets are in the sign of Aries, the Sun and Venus. So there's a lot of, it's spring, so there's a lot of love in the air. There's a lot of really maybe taking a good look at yourself and really loving yourself. It's about time. And so healing, letting go of some of the things that have happened, or maybe just giving yourself a big pat on the back for how far you've come from everything that you've gone through. So yeah, that's just an overview right now of what I'm seeing just popping out at me at first. We do have Capricorn midheaven with Pluto midheaven, so right at the top of the chart, kind of raining down on the chart. So there may be some changes in the workplace, there may be some transformations there, and work may be a hot topic, or your career, or what you really want to do in life may be a hot topic right now. Who you are. First house has everything to do with I am. Who am I now? Who am I after I've processing these wounds? What gift did these wounds give me? And then that can be really taking a look at how that affects your career. So yeah, so I have these 3 piles in front of me. I picked this stone called titanium rainbow amethyst. Each pile has a different one. They're all a little different. This one has more blues in it for pile 2. This one has more like chunky clusters in it in pile 3. So these just came into the shop, and I guess they use a process that uses intense heat to infuse titanium and gold into the natural Brazilian amethyst. It's called the Stone of Astral Journey. And it's funny that I picked that. I didn't even know that that's what it was called. And with so much 12th house activity there, it feels really appropriate. Astral journey, my limited understanding of astral journey, I do believe that that's astral traveling in your sleep. That's when I've experienced it. I'd be curious to hear your comments. Feel free to comment below. And so it's known to open up all the chakras and to stimulate inner awareness. And it really helps with blockages. And one of the things that jumped out at me when I was researching it is that it helps people leave dysfunctional relationships, because it really helps them to have this inner awareness. So, and then we're going back to this healing our wound and really taking a look at our wound. And are we living in the wound, or are we using the wound to help us live a better life, live the life we love? So go ahead, pick your pile, and let's get started. Okay, I have pile number 1. Look how beautiful this is. So much fun. Okay, so lots of purples. Now I have a couple new decks I'm working with. We just got the Light Seers deck in, finally. I tried to buy this so many times and I kept having problems. This is a great deck. And so I'll be working with that today. What else? I'm working with the Everyday Witch. You've seen that with me a bunch of times. We have this in stock. It's one of my favorites. And the Forest of Enchantment with these beautiful owls. And then at the end, we're gonna mix in a Moonology Oracle card, just because it's fun, and we just got these in also. So I haven't looked at any of these cards yet. This is a spontaneous reading, and let's see what's important for you to know for the week ahead, April 12th. Dynamic, fiery week. Pisces is our rising sign for the week, so there's a lot of intuitive messages that are coming in. There's a lot of activity in that 12th house. So let's see what's important for you to know right now. Pile number 1 is the 8 of Pentacles. This is a fun card. So all these phases of the moon, it looks like on the top, but they're actually pentacles. And it seems that she's busy. She's kind of got like a pile of work. She's got plants. She's got, it looks like crystals and herbs, and she is just busy at work doing all these different things. And they're all these different stages of her mood and what she's interested in, but she's really getting to work. And so this is I see this as getting to work with all your work stuff you need to do, but also that healing, that inner healing, and how you can help yourself, how you can take advantage of this Chiron activity, this Mercury, our planet of communication, or how we express ourselves, and really using it as a tool. This is a great time to get busy writing, to journal, to share, and maybe it's just sharing with ourselves. Here's the Knight of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is such a fun deck. So he's got one of his pentacles like on his back. And okay, we'll come back to that one. Here's the 4 of Cups. So the concentration, it looks like it's on this 3 of Cups, right? But he doesn't, usually 3 of Cups is like a celebration. He looks kind of like he's just kind of tired, looking at the same thing, having the same experiences, but there's this new cup being delivered, and it feels like the Ace of Cups being delivered in. There's this new cup of satisfaction coming in. So maybe it's easy to get caught up in thinking about our old wounds right now. Chiron activity there. We can get kind of stuck sometimes in like just living in our old wounds. There's a new cup coming in. There's a new satisfaction, a new way to look at things. And this Knight of Pentacles, he's moving on. He's moving on from it. He's taking what's of value with him. And it's almost like she's assessing what's of value, where to put her energy. We know there's a lot of energy right now in the 10th house. We know we have Capricorn midheaven. Capricorn would be related to Pentacles. So there's a lot to do with like what's really of value, what is really important for us in our career path, our life path. How can the wound help us move forward to become who we really want to become? Here's the King of Wands coming in on our foundation position. He looks like one exciting guy. So he's got this lion behind him, which is like almost like he's like the king, Leo king in a way. So really working from his heart. Leos have everything to do with the heart chakra, living a dynamic. I love the, we sell shirts and stickers that say live the life you love. And it's just become a really big motto around here. Like, you need to be living the life you love. Anything less than that is just, it's not going to be satisfying. And so here he is coming in on the foundation position of like really taking a look right now at your life, how you can live more dynamically, how you can make a difference in the world, how your wound can help others. Here's the Knight of Cups coming in the background. He's just spreading love all around. I've recently found that I was sharing some information I don't usually share with a lot of people about past wounds in some tarot sessions that I had done. And it just came up and it came out, and it felt appropriate to share that part of myself that I kind of kept hidden. And it really, I saw it impact my client. I saw them really react to the honesty and to the fact that we can shift things. And so I was using my wound to help spread love. And it takes a little bit of courage. Here's the King of Wands. He's all about courage. And how much sharing some of these things in the right places at the right moments can really impact others and help them know that there's hope. Here's the Seven of Challenges or Seven of Swords. And it almost looks like they're being like, people are in here and they're being robbed. But in another way, they're being freed. Things are being taken away. It's the 7, so it's your spiritual path. So it's almost like, let them take it. Clear it out. Clear it up. Live lighter. Here's the Ace of Visions or the Ace of Cups, which is so cool because I was referencing that here, that there's this new cup of satisfaction coming in for you, and here it is in the future position. I love the swan has its reflection, has this beautiful necklace on, and we know that the Sun and Venus are close together right now, so there's a lot of ideas of love, a lot of ideas of maybe relationships that we want. Oh, this swan also has a crown on. So really, taking a look at yourself, your self-love, making sure that you're being kind to yourself, because if you're not and you're going to get into a new relationship, it's very unlikely they're going to treat you the way that you want if you're not treating yourself that way. And here's Major Arcana number 2. It's called the Wise Woman, but this is the High Priestess. And it goes exactly with what I'm saying about in relationship, owning your power, owning your value, trusting your intuition, because intuition is strong right now with all that 12th house activity. And there she is in relationship, getting the satisfaction that she wants through trusting her own, honoring herself, really is what I'm getting. And here's the Four of Wands, celebration. And pausing and enjoying the celebration. A 4 is usually associated with a pause, but this is like an active celebration. So really enjoying the good times. We've gone so long without being able to gather together, and now it's starting to loosen up a little bit, and really savoring that. And really savoring our relationships, and then making sure that these are healthy relationships, and if it's not, then allow it to be taken from us. Make room for this new stuff that's coming in that'll be way more satisfying. So living from the heart, I just feel like that message about being able to let go of dysfunctional relationships, be willing, be open to let that go. It's painful at first, but when we can move past it, how satisfying our life can be. So have a great week. Thanks for joining me. Okay, I'm back with pile number 2. Look how beautiful this is. So sparkly, so much deep blues in there. Okay, so let's see what we have for you for the week ahead. I haven't looked at any of these cards yet. This is a spontaneous reading. Here is the 4 of Wands. Wow, what a fun celebration that looks like. Feels like a festival. Can't wait for those to be starting up again. There's such joy here. I'm pausing to enjoy the joy, because a 4 usually indicates a pause, but there's really active energy there, but it's really savoring the joy, the passion, and the fun. It's the Ace of Swords. I really love this card. Looks like this reminds me of a staircase and like a castle. And so her mind is just like going deep down into, it feels very hypnotic. It's a 1, the 1 of thought, new thought coming in. Also kind of just like reflecting back on those past wounds, and it just kind of reminds me of hypnosis and processing, being able to process the things that have happened to us in a new way so you can move forward. Weaver of Spells. I believe this is the Knight of Wands traditionally, but it's a woman, which is really exciting. And she's just kind of almost looks like she's just dancing with them, having fun, basking in her own beauty and glory and loveliness and making magic. Here's the 7 of Visions or 7 of Cups. All these choices available, all this joy. And it kind of reminds me again of like, it just has this hypnotic feel to it of, I don't know if you've ever worked with hypnosis, or it may be something that you might want to consider. But it's almost like going back through the past and kind of looking at your life and what's happened and what you've learned. It's like that Chiron energy that's going on right now. And there's like this communication with yourself about all the things that have happened, and really remembering the good times, remembering, it's like this, one of these looks like a wild boar and there's a crown. Remembering your power, your strength, the things that you've been able to move on from, and giving yourself some credit. Here's the Keeper of Challenges or King of Swords. He looks like he's in deep contemplation. He would be a deep thinker, air energy. Here's the 5 of Swords, more air energy, the mind. And this one woman is just kind of throwing these swords up in the air. The other ones are kind of like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? But there's stories that you need to look at. There's things, and other people might feel that it's too painful for you, but you just need to take a look at what's been going on and really claim your power in it. Because you've gone through things that other people may not have been able to handle. And you did it, and you've gone through it, and you've learned from it, and now you can live a lighter life by, I guess, kind of just like taking your power back from it all. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what else comes up. Okay, here's the 2 of Cups. So I'm seeing you just like really having like a relationship with your past self and your now self. And this can also be other relationships too that are more aligned to you, because with the Sun and Venus are very close right now. So there's kind of a lot of love available in a lot of ways. But I'm seeing this as self-love and really embracing the person that you were, the things that you've gone through, and look at the powerful, amazing person that it's made you now. And it doesn't need to hold you down anymore. It can really be processed and move forward and be used in a really positive way. Here's the Ace of Wands, something new coming in. It's exciting. There's a book kind of falling open. There's a pen. There's a paintbrush. There's music signs. So there's a way to express yourself. And Mercury is all about expression, about communication, how you communicate with the world. And so I'm seeing you really putting something out there that's going to help others. You don't even realize how you're helping others. I make some of these videos, and some of the ones that I think are the worst end up being the ones that people find the most effective. You don't know what your work is going to do to help others. Just show up and do it. Here's the Judgment card. And she's making music, and the music was here. There was music signs up here too. So maybe your expression is music, or maybe your expression is dancing. Maybe your expression is just showing up and dancing, however it is that you do, just putting some joy, putting some good energy into the world, because we sure need it. And so Judgment is card number 20. It's the only major arcana that showed up here. It's related to the sign Scorpio. It's ruled by Pluto, and it's about transformation. It's traditionally looked like the dead rising, or laying the dead to rest properly. But this one, it looks like joyful living, leaving stuff behind that no longer serves you, leaving relationships behind that no longer serve you. Where here, these people are shocked by you, but you need to do your thing anyways. And so again, this stone being about leaving dysfunctional relationships behind. And it could just be the dysfunctional relationship that you're having with yourself, about the past stuff. And now that stuff is there to empower you to live this dynamic life. You are so ready to do this. I'm going to pull a Moonology oracle card for you. See what you get. Confidence is your key to success. It's referencing the new moon in Leo. And so more of that dynamic energy of living from your heart. Look at that lion. Leo is all about the heart chakra, about living passionately, being yourself, being in the limelight, really being in the limelight. And she really looks like she is, being this dancer. We have more dancers here. And standing in this fire. And so you need to take front and center and live big. You can do it. Make your wishes, drink your moon water, have a great week. Okay, I'm back with pile number 3. It's beautiful, beautiful titanium, what is it called? Titanium rainbow amethyst. Love it. Okay, so pile number 3. I've not looked at these cards. This is a spontaneous reading. And let's see what you need to know for the week ahead. All right, we're starting off strong with the Empress. Look how beautiful she is. She's got the whole world there she's giving birth to. She knows her value. She's ruled by Venus. And she is really ready to give birth to something new. Here's the Seeker of Boons, or the Knight of Pentacles, I believe is what this converts to. Specifically choosing exactly what's of value to her. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of cool. It looks like poker chips, and it almost looks like she has dice around her neck. The Wheel of Fortune is related to Sagittarius. It's ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and blessings and expansion. And boy, this is quite the expansion right there. So there is definitely being very precise about what it is that you're trying to create. You have this luck and blessings on your side. Take a chance, take a risk, show up, be yourself. It's card number 10 of the major arcanas. 1 and 0 equals 1. So it's like really being you, who you are, putting it out there. The Council of Animals, which is traditionally called the Judgment card. It's related to Scorpio, ruled by the planet Pluto, which is the planet of transformation. It's card number 20, so 2 and 0 is 2. So it's really about being in relationship. Look at them. They're just all in the present time staring at you, ready to be in relationship with you, to help you with your transformation, and to give you guidance. You have the Lovers card in the background. So there's a lot of Venus energy right now. The Sun and Venus are conjunct, working together in the first house. So it's definitely who we are in relationship, what we value, and really just a lot of love in the air. And so they are really taking the time to talk to each other. This is ruled by Gemini, which is ruled by the planet Mercury. So it's about communication. We know that Chiron, the point of our soul's wound, is conjunct Mercury. So this is a time to really express who we are and really share with others our pain and share with each other what we've learned so we can help each other. And it's almost like all that stuff from the past is just going to push right out and create something beautiful and new. Here's the Hermit card. I love this Hermit card because she's sitting by this fire. She's got her eyes closed. She's going within. She's like deeply in this meditation. And the Hermit, you know, he's traditionally looks like some barefoot guy on the road with like this lantern, trying to find his way, find his truth. And she's just sitting there and she's going on this internal search. And so this is a great time for you to really take a look at your soul's wound, those things that happen, but in a different light, in a way where it's like, okay, what have I become from this? What have I learned? Where has this brought me? What am I producing from this? Because the Empress is always giving birth to something new. So what project are you working on? What are you doing that you can give back to the world? Because luck is on your side right now, and everybody's waiting for you to show up, being specifically who you are. Here's the Fool card. I love that, like, it looks like the ship has come in down here. The Fool is related to Aquarius. Aquarius is kind of like, I think of Aquarius as like so funky and like ahead of everybody. It's a genius of the zodiac. Sometimes hard to understand because they're so far ahead of everyone. So there's the Fool. She's just like, she's listening. She knows, she hears, she pays attention to the messages that she's receiving, and it works out for her. She walks off this cliff, but then the path appears. And so it's time for you to really take the steps forward to move towards these things that you want to do. You have this luck and blessings on your side. This wound of the past is there to help you. So share it with others. Share what you can to help others to move forward too. This is the Six of Pentacles. Pentacles can be something as simple as money, just dropping into your hand. And it's there and it's available for you. We know there's a lot of energy in the 10th house, which is owned by Capricorn, which has to do with your workplace, with your career, what it is that you really want to do. I feel like there's this transformation here on the bottom with the Pluto energy, wanting to transform. So maybe you're looking to make a career change. Maybe you're looking to put out into the world some kind of work that you've been doing, and now's a great time to do that. And there's monies available. And here's the Empress again. She's given birth. Nothing's going to stop her. So she knows her value. She's Venus. There's a lot of Venus activity right now. Show up in the world the way you want to show up. It's a great time for it. Take the chance. Share with others. Take some deep breaths and put it out there who you really are. It's the right time for you. Let's see. I feel like I want to pull a couple more cards. Let's see. Anything else that you need to know for this week? All right, well, we got a few here. Okay, so we've got 2 5s, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're coming out of this time where you just kind of like overwhelmed with thought, overwhelmed with maybe not feeling like there's enough financial money available, opportunity available for you. That's shifting. It's shifting into this freedom. It's there. It's all available for you. You just kind of have to take the leap. These both are taking this leap. I feel like you've been a student for a while. Maybe feel like you have to keep learning. I know I felt that way with astrology. I'm like, I'm not ready. I don't know enough. But I know enough to be able to share to help. I don't know everything. It's a lifetime of learning. But the little bit that I do know has really impacted me, so I'm trying to share it with others. And that's what I see you doing. There's time for you to move on from being the student. start showing up and putting your work out there. I'm going to pull a Moonology card for you. Let's see what we get. New moon. A new start is coming. Well, that pretty much sums it up. Go for it. Luck is on your side. A new start is coming. We just have had this new moon. Drink your moon water. Make your wishes. Drink your wishes by putting the wishes under that water, letting it charge up in the moon, and go for it. Have a great week.